Hey everyone, it's Delusion Dispeller here. I've got something to show you that's really cool, but I gotta wait for more people to come in the room like I always do. So here is our agenda. Yes, we have an agenda tonight. We're going to start by just some small talk. How was your day? What's new? Blah, blah, blah. And then from there, I'm going to share my Christmas thing, the Christmas around the world thing that I do. Then we're going to have some more chat and we're going to talk about some stuff that went on in my day. And then after that, we are going to do the Through Thick and Thin Gold Gainers group at 7 because that's when I always schedule it, is at 7. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's either at 6 or 7. And since I have the Christmas stuff to share, I'm going to do that first. So after some more people get in the room, not going to repeat myself too many times. So I see there's one person in here. We just got to wait. I did not promo the room, but I did schedule it for 6:15, so I thought maybe that might alert some people that I would be here. So we shall see. Meanwhile, I'll just ramble and wait for some more people to show up. So, one person, two people, hello, greetings. Hope you're having a good day, evening, morning, whatever it is there. I did a little bit of tutoring today. I didn't knock myself out too much, but I did a little bit. Had a good talk with a couple of the students. That was nice. It's kind of funny because I was telling the one girl from Saudi Arabia that I get a kick out of the Saudi Arabian girls, like the young girls, because they always say, I love you, we love you. And by the end of the conversation, she's like, I love you. I said, You do? She goes, Yes, you are amazing. I love you. I said, Okay, well, I don't know you, but I love you too, I guess. I mean, what do you say when someone says, I love you? You're not going to sit and argue, well, you don't even know me. How can you love me? Especially when they're being so kind. She was super, super nice. High school girl, like 16 years old. So I showed her some pictures of my daughters and told her how my daughters are way past 16. It's been a long time since any of them have been 16. We had a nice little chat. Let's see. There was another student who was from Turkey, and they were talking to me about their HR job and how they love it, and they get up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work. I said, I can't even imagine that. There's no way I'm waking up at 5:30. I might lay there and watch on my phone for like YouTube videos or something, but I'm not getting out of that bed until like around 6ish if I can help it. Let's see, what else can I share with you today? It's just basically a lot of general conversations with people today. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It was a pretty relatively calm day, I would say. One lady from South Korea, she had a little baby, and she was telling me about her little 3-year-old baby and how she loves the baby, and she stays home and takes care of the baby and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. So that's it for my day. What about yours? And then, of course, I dropped Matthew off at work and went and picked him up a little while ago, and we did a little bit of light grocery shopping. I made some chili with hot dogs and turkey sausage in the Instant Pot. And of course, it gave me a burn notice again, like it always does, and nothing really burned. If it even sticks to the pan slightly, it says burn. And then you're like, oh man, quit telling on me. I didn't do anything wrong. No, it really wasn't burnt. It was just stuck a little bit to the pan. And I went and got that person that volunteered to help me clean my house and organize it, which I can't wait to get together with you and find out what your ideas are. I was serious. You want to help me do it? Let's do it. I have dishwasher powder. I bought some of that because you can put a little bit of that in your, hey, One Love. You can put a little bit of that in your sink, and it will help you get the crud off the dishes real easy, just like as if they were in a dishwasher. You just got to be careful about sticking your hands in with that stuff because it can burn your skin. But you can let your dishes sit in it and kind of rinse them off, and then everything will just wipe right off of them. It's wonderful. My mother taught me that little technique. Whoops. And then I bought some oven cleaner so I can clean off the top of my nasty oven, which I'm sure has shown up in many a video. Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet, Chica. Sorry. I didn't know I was yelling. I was raising my voice. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, you haven't seen nothing yet. Actually, this was supposed to be Matthew's sweater, but it ended up not fitting him. So check it out. I got me a nice, ugly sweater. And that's not all.
Pretty.
What do you think?
We got it for free.
Yeah, we got it for free because they put it in the wrong place. So, yay us. All right. Yeah. I'm like, I got to wear that tonight. That'll be perfect, especially since I'm still talking about the Christmas around the world thing that I was talking about last night. That's fine. There is a song called You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, but I don't know how it goes, so I can't sing it. I knew you would. I knew you would. And I saw you were out and about driving, picking up stuff from the store, whatever it is that you do in your little dune buggy there. I didn't get a chance to watch your whole live because I was making the turkey chili. And then I had to eat. Oh, it's classic rock. Okay. I don't know the song. I do know that there is a song because I'm pretty sure I've heard it. I just don't remember the tune of it. So, and we don't want to play that on here because then we'll get my channel demonetized and ain't nobody want any of that. Okay. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's that for my day. Anyhow, I'm glad One Love is talking. Anybody else want to talk? Lurkers, trolls, visitors, observers, bleacher sitters, bandstand junkies. That's cool. You're doing your driving Miss Daisy. I gotcha. Well, anyway, it's good to see all 7 people, whether you're talking or not. I don't have an issue with it. Okay. So let's talk about Christmas around the world. Let us see where we are going in our little trip around the world next. Let me see if I can find my page, and then we will talk about it. I definitely have some good stuff to talk about tonight with our Through Thick and Thin group. But first, like I said earlier, I'm going to do the Christmas around the world and some chat. Talk about our day, what we did with our day, and all that kind of stuff. And then we will do the Through Thick and Thin. So I have an agenda today, a little bit. Now let me find the Christmas page. Where is my Christmas page? Are you going to go take a nap? Okay, and I'm going to move my light so I can actually see. As long as it's not blaring in your face, should be okay. And I'm having trouble finding my Christmas page. I need to start bookmarking things, people. I really do. I know that is my Through Thick and Thin page. I'm ready for that later. Did you call me, honey? Oh, what'd you say? What'd you say to her? Oh, I'm sure she's happy. Hey, Hill. Welcome in tonight, girly girl. I'm just looking through my notebook to find my Christmas around the world notes. I got all the notes under the darn sun for all my students, but somewhere interspersed right here, we are talking about Sweden tonight. Sweden. Yesterday we talked about Christmas in the Ukraine. And after we talk about this, then you guys can chit chat with me or each other or whatever. And then at 7, I will do the through thick and thin notes. And then we'll have more of a chit chat. And then I'll probably be tired and go to bed. All right. So in Sweden for Christmas, they have coffee or mulled wine. There you go, One Love. Go to Sweden, you can have some mulled wine. Oh, yeah. Flynn. Thorn in the flesh. Okay, so coffee or mulled wine. And it's called Gleg or Glog or something. I think it's called Gleg. What it's made with is cinnamon, cloves, and cardamom. Cardamom. I always wondered what you could use cardamom for. It's a spice. And I always look at it and go, what is this even used for? Do you put it with meat? Is it a sweet spice? Do I make pies with it? I don't know. That's what happens when people give you like a whole bunch of spices and you don't know what they're for. Another thing they eat is saffron buns or gingerbread cookies. I think I would go with the gingerbread cookies. Gingerbread cookies. You use it in kabsa too? Really? Cardamom? Oh, wow. I didn't know. Hey, Hill. Check this out, girly. I am hip with my flashy sweater. Let's give them something to talk about. Okay. They also have an angel candlestick that they light. And when they light it, when the vapors from the flame goes up, the little thing spins around like a mobile. It's a mobile candlestick. It's especially made in Sweden for this holiday. So they light the flame and then the little thing goes around in a circle. They have wreaths, of course. Christmas trees are very small in Sweden. They don't have big, huge, elaborate Christmas trees like my daughter's trees. And they have very thin needles on their Christmas trees. They eat ham, Swedish meatballs, and beetroot salad. They also have a straw goat. We're doing Sweden. They have a straw goat that they set on fire, or not set on fire, a straw goat that they put out. I think it's like a good luck or blessing on your Christmas type thing. And then people break into wherever this goat is and set it on fire every year. That's all right, Hillary, no worries. So there's been like $10,000 fines for anybody committing arson on the Swedish goat. Don't mess with their goat, or you'll get their goat. I'm being stupid. No, not a real goat, a straw goat made out of straw, like a scarecrow. But this is a goat. Why a goat? I don't really know. To me, goats are usually a symbol of Satan, so I'm not sure why they chose a goat. But maybe for them it's a different symbol. Because they just want to burn it down. They don't like the goat, I guess. It's like youths that jump in and try to burn the goat up. And then they get fined for that. Maybe sacrifice. I don't know. I've never really investigated it. Let's find out. Why do Swedish people make a straw goat for Christmas? It's a Yule goat. It's supposed to help deliver presents. So sometimes Santa Claus would ride a goat instead of in the sleigh. Goats made of straw are the most popular decorations in Sweden. Yep, it's a Yule goat. Go figure. No, it's not. It's not sacrifice. It's a Yule goat. Just like pagans have a Yule log. I guess I don't think it means the same thing, but it's a Yule goat to usher in the Christmas season because they believe that Santa Claus rode a goat. Maybe they thought yes, he was. Maybe they thought that our practice of reindeer and stuff like that somehow a goat resembled a reindeer. I'm not really sure. I don't live in Sweden. Maybe somebody that's Swedish that watches this can set us straight on it. So all of you Swedish people, Swedes, I guess you call yourself, please set us straight. Why the goat? Why the goat on Christmas? What is a Yule goat? What is the symbolism of a Yule goat? Interesting thought. I don't know. So anyway, that's our Christmas around the world experience for tonight was Sweden. So tomorrow we will have a new country. I will not tell you, tomorrow. I will not tell you what it is. You will have to find out for yourself. Tomorrow. Come to the live tomorrow and find out what the next country is for Christmas around the world if you want to know. All right. So any comments or whatever input on the Christmas around the world information, feel free to bring it. Meanwhile, I'm just going to be flashy to celebrate the holiday, which is really over, but I don't really care because you could still eat gingerbread cookies right now, you know. It's all good. You can't really tell, but these are all different colors and they light up all different colors. I do too. I'm rocking it. I think it's awesome. It kind of bothered me at first when I saw the gingerbread sitting in the hot cocoa. I was like, are they cooking the gingerbread? Then Matthew helped me realize that on the shirt, I'm going to back up so you can see the whole thing. Because I happen to have green pants on at the same time. On the shirt, it says chillin'. Chillin'. And then you can turn it on with this little switch down here. And look all like you're chilling with the little hot cocoa. And it's got real glittery. What do you call these dumb things? Shiny sequins. Yeah. Dee Dee is all aglow. And you can see my profile now that the weight is starting to come off. Yay. Slowly but surely it's going to happen. Okay. And I had a good day today because somebody in my comments volunteered to help me organize my house. So I'm pretty happy about that. I hope they meant it. I hope they weren't just giving me a hard time because I told them I'd take them up on the offer. I don't mind extra help. Why not? Yes, he's just sitting in it like a hot tub. He's sitting in the hot cocoa like a hot tub. I just freaked out because I thought they were cooking the poor thing alive and it just really bothered me. I'm very sensitive about that kind of thing. Even though it was a gingerbread, you know, they're making it look like a real living thing. So it kind of bothered me a bit. But now that I understand he's just taking a bath, I'm okay with it. All right. So how was all of your day? How is everybody doing? How are things? Hey, Morgan. Morgan, you guys see my sweater? I don't want to make you have to rewind. Yeah, no, I can't get this stupid thing to turn on. There we go. Check it out, Morgan. See my hot cocoa cup. It's shiny and shimmery like sequins. It's made with sequins. Yes. Exactly, one love. Can't catch me on the gingerbread man. Except I think they kind of caught him and stuck him in hot cocoa. Yeah, we got it for free. Matthew got it for free at the grocery store. They stuck it in the wrong cart, so they just took it right off the receipt. And then it didn't fit him, so he's like, "Here, honey." Yeah, fits me. I like it. So, he's hot tubbing, yeah. That's why it's a chillin' on it. Um, and I didn't even notice that when I put it on. Matthew's like, "Honey, it says chillin'." He's just sitting there chilling in the hot cocoa like a hot tub. Oh, okay. Oblivious. Right over my head. You know me, how I am about that stuff. So, on an interesting note, I went to call my therapist today, and it turns out that for some reason, she is not taking clients anymore. For some reason, she may not necessarily be ever taking clients. So they offered me my former therapist. They said, "Well, do you want to make an appointment with a different therapist since yours isn't here?" Yeah. Now they're like, "Okay, well, how about this person?" I'm like, "Oh, she's my girl. She was my therapist before." I was so excited because I haven't talked to her in like forever. So I'm excited. I get to see my old therapist again. Yeah, I'm her client, but there's something that went down that she's either leaving there or stepping away and thinking about leaving there or something. Yeah, therapists can quit on clients all the time. That's not unusual, especially at this place. It happens on a regular basis. That's not unusual. That's why I always tell people to go to God with their problems because you never know if your therapist who you've come to rely on is going to just one day up and be gone. They just quit on you. And some people I understand because, yeah, you can't really help everybody. But yeah, they have a right to turn you down and they have a right to refer you out. And but I didn't even know she wasn't going to be there because last appointment I showed up and sat there, didn't realize that they had tried to call me earlier in the week to tell me my therapist wasn't going to be in. Oh, okay, Hill. Should I read it now? Um that my therapist wasn't going to be in, and then I got there. Okay. I got there and I'm sitting there going, "Why is it taking them so long?" And I was getting kind of irritated with the lady at the desk. Well, then I came home and I listened. I had like 7 voicemails I hadn't heard. I'm not good with voicemails. I forget to check them unless they pop up. And I don't know how to do the alert thing. I have to have Matthew set it up for me or something or figure it out myself. Um, so I found out that she really had called me and told them, not her, but told the secretary there to tell me she wasn't coming in. Who who told you creating art through feeling? Your therapist? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see now. Yeah. Well, like you said, one love, Lisa. You said people come into your life to teach you things, and they're not always necessarily, people that end up blessing your life per se, and yet they do in a sense. You learn something from everybody you encounter, whether it's how to be or how not to be. It's either way, it's a learning experience. Oh, that's good. So I'm pretty excited because I'm going to get to see my former therapist again. Because what happened with my former therapist, who I had seen even before I ever met Matthew, so like a couple years at least, um, what happened with her was she stopped being a therapist of that type and she went to do some other type of work. And I guess she might now be back doing therapy again. I don't know. But she was at our wedding, actually. She came to our wedding. And that was pretty cool, having your therapist at your wedding. That's kind of unusual because usually they don't like to, ethically cross that line and get personally involved with their clients. But since she was kind of our marriage therapist at the same time, she decided to come, and it was really fun. Yeah, it'll be a reunion. Yeah, Matthew will be there too. So we're both kind of looking forward to that. That was kind of it was a mixed blessing. I mean, it was like, I'm disappointed that my other therapist might not be my therapist anymore, but it's going to be cool to be able to talk to my former therapist too. And who knows, maybe my current therapist is still going to be my therapist. I don't know. I'm happy with either one of them. I like them both. They've both been really, good sounding boards and very encouraging and helping me reach my goals. And they get excited with me when I achieve things. So it's good. They're a good support team, good support system. So I thought I'd share that. And then on a kind of sad note, I was watching Aaron's live today about how Mary Marlowe was, I guess, saying she was a Shanann basher. And I've never heard Aaron say anything bashing wise about Shanann ever. So I don't know where that even came from. And I stood by Aaron and I said, even when Mary Marlowe's date didn't work out, you were like so empathetic towards her. You were like, I totally can relate how that hurts, and very empathetic. But Mary Marlowe said she isn't showing empathy. So I don't know. People say I'm not empathetic either. So I guess it's all your perception. Like One Love said today to me, a lot of things are just based on perception. No, not anything I've ever heard from her either. So, I just thought of something. I could be doing StreamYard tonight. I just realized that. I'll wait. I'll try it tomorrow. Because it's January. So now I think my StreamYard time should be refreshed or something. Um, anyway, so because it was about Shanann, that got me thinking about the Chris Watts case. And then I kind of started doing some research. And I found out some information on Plunder's channel and a couple other channels about Nicole Kessinger. I had no idea some of the conversations that allegedly went back and forth between NK and Chris. I did not know anything about those. Like how she would get mad if he went back to his wife and stuff like that. I don't think you have to pay shekels. I think it's renewed every month, isn't it? One Love? Don't you get like free minutes every month? Or did I misunderstand that? Anyway, so I got caught up in the whole Chris Watts bandwagon again. More the NK bandwagon, trying to figure out, just how shady of a character she was. And I was sitting there watching her interviews, and I even typed in a comment. I said, for a paid account. Oh, okay. Yeah. I even typed in the comment, I said, even if, barring the fact that if she had anything allegedly to do with the murders or anything like that, I would never be a friend to somebody like her. She is so shady sounding. And just her voice is just like nails on a chalkboard, annoying. I think it was just because she was maybe trying to hide something. I don't know, but her voice got on my last nerve when I was watching those interviews with her and that investigator or whatever. Nicole Kessinger, NK. And I just couldn't anymore. I was like, okay, wow. And I do believe she was into some shady stuff, like physical, intimate type shady stuff. Stuff that, like not Orange is the New Black. Well, yeah, maybe that too. 50 Shades of Grey type stuff. And yeah, so, and I didn't know a lot of that stuff. I just found myself kind of caught up in reading stuff and whatever. And I don't know. It was, I just had seen things or heard things that I didn't know about. And most of it was from that Sharon Cadle, from that book that I guess she helped Chris write or something, where he admits all this other stuff. And I mean, okay, when I'm listening to that, I'm thinking, well, the truth could be somewhere in between, because it's not like he's been totally honest ever through the whole time of the investigations or anything. So who knows? Who knows? Once you meet a pathological liar, it's kind of like as long as their mouth is open, they're lying type thing. Well, you know what, Morgan? I'm not going to cast any stones because I was that woman. Now, obviously, I didn't tell anybody to go kill their kids or influence them to think they need to leave their wife for me, but I know what it's like to be on that side of things. And you can spread that all over the internet. I don't care because it was wrong and I did it, but I did it. And the fact is, um, I know what it is to be a mistress, and it's not a pleasant feeling for the mistress or anybody else. And yes, mistresses get, the bum rap of everything, and oh well, they're so evil breaking up the marriage. And yeah, if they break up the marriage, yeah. Um, it's a bad thing. It's a very bad thing for the mistress and everybody included. It was bad for me. Um, and no, he was an old man. He didn't have like little kids or anything like that. He was estranged from his wife. And we didn't get like involved, but involved enough that I shouldn't have. And I know I was still married. He was still married. And I know what that feels like to realize this dude is not going to leave his wife for me. They're not going to leave their wife for me. And they're not going to leave their wife for you. Not likely. And statistics, as far as what I've heard, prove that when a man does leave his wife for the mistress, it usually does not last. That's what I have heard. There aren't many of those kind of shady relationships with all the deception involved, sneaking around, lying, all that stuff that ever work out well in the end. So, but to add, as they say, insult to injury, so to speak, or injury to insult in this case, and death, that was just beyond. And I really think they should investigate her. I still think that. And I hope they do down the line. I hope they figure something out or something pops up that they didn't see before or whatever, and that they call her to task. At least put our minds at ease that she wasn't involved. That's all I can say about that. I don't know. So, anyway, I know I said I wasn't going to discuss Chris Watts. I heard somebody else say that recently. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Chris Watts, but, it's such a case that now is being repeated again with the Heidi, whatever that lady's name is. I don't even know her last name. The tragedy with that. And there's been other Chris Wattsy type tragedies, very similar. I read something today where two, I think, little boys were put in oil drums. So it's like not uncommon. Archer. So it's going to pop up every once in a while. Even if you're not a true crime channel, you're going to come across it. It's going to pop up on Facebook or in the news or something. So I don't know. That was something that just crossed my path. I just thought I would talk about it. And then of course I watched One Love's channel this morning, and there was a bunch of goofy circular craziness going on in there with somebody, and I had to get out. I couldn't do that again. This year is going to be so different for me. I'm going to be so intolerant of anything that even smacks of negative or sinister or sneaky. That's one smart husky dog. I think huskies are very intelligent and very, very strategic in their attacks on your meat sticks. That's pretty funny though. Anyway, I did very well on my eating today. I'm happy to say I did have my oatmeal, and I've decided to start adding oatmeal to every meal I can. Just a little bit, not a lot, because the fiber fills you. And there's actually an oatmeal diet. No, I'm not going to do it. But there's an oatmeal diet where you eat oatmeal all day. There's a lady named Versatile Vicky that talks about the oatmeal diet. She also has the egg diet, and she guarantees you will lose weight. And I can understand why. They're like 900 and 1,000 calories, the diets. So, yeah, you'll lose weight. All right. You definitely will. And you probably will be very healthy, because oatmeal is probably one of the healthiest things you can eat, as we learned yesterday, I think. So tonight when I made the chili with the hot dogs and the turkey sausage in it and the quinoa vegetable mix, I put a little bit of oatmeal in it. And yeah, it was really good and very filling. And I really have done well on my calories today because of that oatmeal. I'm convinced that oatmeal did it for me today. So yeah, I had a really good day. Um, Man, everybody's getting those ring lights. I kind of feel like I need to get on the bandwagon and get me a ring light. There's my ring light. See? It's lights and they're in kind of a ring, I think. Well, kind of a half a ring, I guess. Not really a ring. More like an arch light. Arch lights. Yeah. I want to get one of those microphones like say Robbie has. I'm going to talk to him about where he got his and get me one. Anyhow, so yeah, that was another thing that I did today and did a little bit of tutoring. Like I said earlier, nothing earth shattering other than the girls saying, I love you. I love you. That was cute. It was kind of a quiet day, actually. There wasn't much going on here today. Not much. So you guys can talk for like, I don't know, 9 minutes it looks like. And then we're heading down through thick and thin lane. Talk about our weight loss goals and how things are going with you. How are things going with everybody? Not just weight loss, but in general. How is your start to the new year started off? Do you find yourself kind of being more realistic about the goals that you want to set instead of just saying, oh, I have this resolution. I'm going to lose 100 pounds in 3 weeks. Are you setting more realistic goals as you get older and you realize that, you know, there's a difference between goals and pie in the sky, fairy tales, and fluffy cloud ideas? I know I am. I'm starting to set more realistic and strategic goals for myself. And I find myself thinking a lot different, more different, a lot differently, I think. Thanks to Noom, I have really started seeing food in a different light. I've started wanting different types of foods more than others. And that's something that didn't happen on keto for me at all, or intermittent fasting, because intermittent fasting to me, I love intermittent fasting and I still pretty much do that. At least a few days a week. And you can do that. That is a type of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, though, for me, was like a license to binge eat within 4 hours, but still, just eat everything I could that wasn't nailed down. And honestly, for me, eating a bunch of carbs and a bunch of sugar and all that stuff was not doing me any favors. I wasn't losing like I needed to. I didn't have the energy to exercise and work out like I am now. I work out about 20 hours. Sure. 20 minutes a day. Yeah, I lost my appetite with intermittent fasting too. I work out 20 minutes a day, doing pretty strenuous stuff like push-ups and crunches and stuff like that. That's really wild. And a lot of squats and straddles and stuff that's like building the heck out of the muscles in my legs, which is really good because, of course, muscle burns the fat. So I would not have that kind of energy with the other stuff I was doing. I didn't have energy like that with other stuff I was doing. So eating more vegetables, eating the oatmeal, really focusing more on the good, wholesome foods that I'm putting in, just made a huge difference for me. So I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing. And I don't get discouraged like I used to. Yeah, I know I got a little bit of a chin back. And honestly, I think that's my thyroid acting up. I don't know. But I didn't beat myself up as much this time because I looked at the rest of my body and I'm like, okay, not bad. Things are tightening up and looking more toned. And that makes a big difference to me. I never had a toned body before. fat or thin. And the thing is, no matter how fat you are, if your muscles are toned, it can make you look a lot smaller than you actually are. So, and it's also healthy. It's healthy to work out and to exercise, not necessarily sweat, but move your body and get your heart pounding a little bit and bend and stretch and move. It's important. You don't use it, you lose it, literally. So I've been working more at that, just moving around and doing more things and being more active and not sitting in front of this computer all day long. Getting up and moving. So I set like 1 hour aside that I know that I'll be doing at least 20 minutes of exercise during that hour. And that's what I did today. And then Amber called me and I said, if I'm huffing or puffing into the phone, it's because I am working out right now. And I'm not going to not work out because you called me. I'll never work out if I don't do it. So I just do it. And then I have my time to practice my Spanish. And yeah. Anyhow, oh, what is going on with my computer? It's not charging. Did I knock it out somewhere? Hold on. I'm not sure what's happening here, but this is not charging like it should. Weird. Why is my computer not charging? Hold on a minute. I might have to plug this in somewhere else. Let's see if this worked. Is this charging? There we go. Okay. I was about to lose everybody. Hi, Mommy Mars. How's it going? Mommy Mars, you got to see my sweater. It's a little gingerbread man. He's sitting in the cocoa, chilling. And you light up my life. I'm all proud of my sweater. I'm so silly. Yeah, actually, Matthew tried to get it for himself, but it didn't work out. So he gave it to me. It was too small on him. And he said it was too girly. Yeah. Well, it's for technically ugly sweater day, but it's not really ugly. It's not the one I would have picked out. There were other ones there that I had my eye on. But they were supposed to be $10 and he got it for free. So score. I love it when God gives us favor like that, you know? It's awesome. All right. So we got 2 minutes and then we're going to start the through thick and thin information time. Mommy Mars, if you want to hear about Christmas in Sweden, you will have to rewind the video. Yeah, I've never seen a sweater like this either. It's pretty cool. We're going to be learning some interesting stuff tonight. Some of it might be the same as what you've always heard, and some of it might be new. Oh, I know. One Love gives some nice cards. She really does. One minute and counting. Yeah, you can rewind later. That's fine. I think Matthew sacked out. He had a long day. He worked like 8 or 10 hours today after just being sick for 3 days. I'm proud of him. He's a hard-working man. Okay, it's close enough to 7. I suppose we can get started. So we're going to talk about something called BMR today, basal metabolic rate. And I was thinking while I'm talking about all this stuff, people that are like fitness experts watching this will probably be laughing their head off at me. So if I don't sound legit about what I'm talking about, realize I'm doing the best I can. I'm not a fitness expert. I'm not a dietitian or anything like that. I'm just trying to make sense of this information so I can share it with you as I learn it myself. And hopefully I'm learning it the right way. If I'm not, and you are a fitness expert or you have your degree in fitness, I don't know, kinesiology or something, let me know. And I would love to hear your correction on what I'm sharing. Okay, so BMR is your basal metabolic rate. It's basically the calories you need to exist, whether you are sleeping, sitting in a chair, swimming, or whatever. Even if you're just merely existing, these are the calories you need to be a human being, breathe and sleep and sweat and do what you do as a human. These are based on your height, your age, and your gender. So, for me, I am 53 years old. I am 5 feet tall and I'm female. So my basal metabolic rate calories are different than somebody who is 6'4", female, and who knows, 25 or something like that. And as you lose the weight, your basal metabolism slows down too. That means you're not burning the calories like you would normally burn them. So that's not a happy thought. I know. So basically, are you stuck? Yeah, you kind of feels like you are if your basal metabolic rate is no longer burning off the calories, but you don't have to stay stuck. That's the good news. First of all, if your scale stays stuck, like mine often does, blame your metabolism for that. Because no matter what, when you weigh yourself, you're always going to weigh differently, slightly, or you're going to stay at the same weight, or slightly go up or down. Usually, generally, unless you are binge eating or you're starving yourself, you're not going to see a drastic fluctuation in your weight from day to day, which is why Noom has you weigh yourself every single day, because you get to see it's only a little tiny up and down. It might be 3 pounds, 4 pounds. But what I was always told is within 10 pounds, you can weigh within 10 pounds and be safe, okay? So if you're gaining 10 pounds, yeah, that's probably not a good thing, but it's not the end of the world. If you're losing 10 pounds, again, that's a good thing, but there's no guarantee that the next day you stand on the scale, those 10 pounds will still be showing as having been lost because of water weight, because of muscle weight, because of time of the month, so many different things. Maybe the time you weighed yourself wasn't the same. So you can't get super hung up on the scale. You can measure yourself and count the measurements towards your progress. And that's what I do a lot of. So, did you know that if you lose weight to end up at a certain weight, we'll say you lost weight and now you weigh, I don't know, 150 pounds. Okay, we'll go with that. That when you lose that weight and you weigh 150 pounds, Sammy over here, Miss Sammy, who always weighed 150 pounds, she is going to burn more weight than you are. She's going to burn 300 to 400 calories more than you will burn. Why? Because she was always that weight. And just because you lose it does not mean that your metabolism is going to be the same as somebody who was already at that weight. Because when you lose the weight, your metabolism changes too. Your ability to burn the weight changes. Now, here's the good news, because that's kind of sad news. It's like, well, what do you mean then? I'm just stuck here. Because if I can't, every time I lose weight, my body's going to slow down in burning fat. That's true. But the happy news is you can still lose the weight. How? By building muscle. Building muscle starts your furnace of metabolism. It turns up the heat on your metabolism. It doesn't actually cause you to lose weight when you build the muscle, though. But what it does do is it keeps your body healthy, your muscles strong and healthy, so that once you do lose the weight from proper eating, it will stay missing in action. You won't gain it back, which is why I think this time around, my focus seems to be more on making sure I get that workout in. Even though it's only 20 minutes a day, hey, it's a start. And those 20 minutes, I have to battle asthma. I have to battle fat rolls that are in the way. Strength training, exactly. And that's what I've been doing. I have to fight myself wanting to be lazy and not stand up and do my squats or my straddle stretch things, whatever they are. Can't think of what they're called. Lunges. My jumping jacks. I can now do jumping jacks. People, I could not do jumping jacks for years. Seriously. It would take every bit of my breath and my oxygen to ever do a jumping jack. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know my kitty's crazy. That's Bobo over there. So, I'm pretty proud. I did a couple jumping jacks today. I actually jumped 20 times. It was either 10 or 20 times. And I'm pretty excited about that fact. So there's a non-scale victory for me. Jumping jacks. I'm able to do jumping jacks. Okay. So the next thing is, so move is your first thing. Get moving. If you're trying to lose weight, move your body. Keep on moving. However you want to move. So if working out isn't totally going to result in the weight loss, the other element is what you eat. The best thing you can eat is eating more protein. That doesn't mean overdo it to the point where you're being ridiculous about it. A lot of people just don't eat enough protein. And it means adding a little bit to each meal. So in the morning, have your eggs. In the afternoon, throw some tuna into your salad. Put some peanut butter on your bread if you're going to have a sandwich or something. Protein, you know. At nighttime, of course, have your meat or your tofu or fish or whatever. Got to have that protein. It's important because that's what builds your muscles. And especially if you're working out, you want to keep those muscle fibers healthy and built up. So the fact is, I call this food. Favorite other options delights. Fat burns at 3% of your metabolism burns fat at 3%. Your metabolism burns carbs at 5 to 10%. Your metabolism burns protein 20 to 30%. So you're feeding your body things that it is going to use and burn off and give you energy with and also drop your weight with. So think adding beans, adding eggs, adding meat while you're decreasing your amount of carbs. Not drastically, slightly, till you're comfortable, till you're full, not over full. Just so that you feel, oh, okay, I ate, I'm good. All right. I want you, this is almost the end of this. Finish this statement for me, everybody in here. I'll be super happy when. Fill in your blank there. And I will share the rest of what I have to share, and then we can talk. I'll be super happy when. Anybody just chime on in there anytime. Okay. Well, originally when I did this, I think I said something like, I'll be super happy when I can exercise without gasping for breath. Yeah, exactly, Mommy Mars. Kind of like what I said. Exactly. I'll be super happy when. Now, here's the fact about being super happy when you can breathe and when you can exercise, when you can work out, when you can have all those wonderful weight goals and things met. Ah, that's a good one, PK Strange. Okay, so the fact is your body wants to be at a certain weight range. It doesn't want to necessarily be at the weight you want to be at. Now, originally I said, well, I'm going to try to get down to 120 pounds. At this point, I'm kind of leaning towards anywhere from between 120 to 130. I would be happy at that. My body will probably be happy somewhere in that range. Maybe less. Who knows? I'll know when I get there. I'm not even close to getting there yet. That will be closer to the summertime, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so your body wants to pick a weight range. Now, what I need you to do, if you're trying to do this goal gaining group thing, I want you to think of mind, spirit, and body. What is going to be your, I'll be super happy thing of your mind, spirit, and body? for me, in my mind, I feel accomplished when I eat healthy, and I feel excited about getting up the next day to stand on that scale or to look at myself in the mirror and realize I'm doing it. In my spirit, I feel peace and freedom from control, whether it's somebody else trying to control what I eat and what I do, or me feeling obligated to control it. That's a good idea, PK. And then for me also, for my body, when I can play frisbee without gasping for breath, that is when I will feel totally fulfilled in my health journey. Because I love to play frisbee with Matthew, and I just didn't last summer because I was just so fat and so big and so tired, and I couldn't breathe well, and I got scared. I didn't want to start playing and then have to quit. So that is one of my biggest goals, is for my body, is to feel like I can be active without gasping for breath and struggling. That's good, Mommy Mars. Exactly. All right, so that's all I got. We'll continue next week with more. Hopefully that was helpful to somebody or thought provoking in some way. Now we can just chat about whatever y'all want to do. Oh, thank you, PK. Thanks. Wish you the best. Pray you the best too. PK dances? Cool. I don't think I've ever seen PK dance. But PK is a ballet term. So I was kind of wondering about that. Maybe PK is a ballerina? Of course, PK is spelled Pique. Oh, okay. I see. A young person. Very young person. Oh, look at that. Nightcore freestyle dance. Yeah, you are a good dancer. Trump out? Did Trump get kicked out? I heard he got impeached. Hey, Ducky. He got impeached, but something about it really wasn't a true impeachment or something. I don't know. I don't follow politics, Klopp. So I don't know anything about all that. Welcome to the room, Klopp. Oh, he didn't? Okay. I had heard that he did, but I could have heard wrong. Who knows? Like I said, I don't follow politics. I don't understand all that stuff. Klopp only knows football. Okay, well, you came in and said Trump out, so I thought maybe you were talking about politics. Donald Trump. Due process, yeah. Lights are shining. Oh, we know how that is, Graham and Ducky. Ouch. You got an arrow shot in your knee? Ooh. I'm not an adventurer. I'm not sure what you mean. I don't adventure anywhere. Thank you, Mommy Mars. I like it. I don't know why you think I'm an adventurer, or are you talking to One Love? I love you too, Lisa. Oh, don't say that. Somebody thinks I'm obsessed with you. I can't say I love you. They might think something. People say we're in love. No, the man is sleeping, Hillary. He's out like a light. Poor man. Worked his tail off today, all day long. Nope, he's snoozing. I'm glad. He needs some sleep anyway. He's been so sick. I am excited, not just about my sweater, but I got some dishwasher powder for my dishes, and I got some oven cleaner for my oven. Clop, we don't know who you're talking about. I don't think. Does anybody know who Clop's talking about? Clop can't win the league. Okay, I don't even know who Clop is. Clop sounds like something my flip flops or my clogs do when I walk. You know, clop, clop, clop. We used to call them clodhoppers. Was there not really an arrow in his knee? Did I miss something, One Love? Please do inform. Things go over my head. You know this, girlfriend. Search Clop. I won't be disappointed. Okay, I will search Clop right now because I don't know what Clop is. Clop. German professional football manager? Gergen pressing. One of the best football managers in the world. Oh, okay. Is that what you're talking about? A football manager? I mean, I don't mind. You can talk about whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Football's innocent compared to half the stuff people bring in here. You want to talk football, talk football. Especially if he's a decent manager. It's nice to have somebody that's ethical in sports. It's okay, Grandma Ducky. You're not missing anything. We have gone from everything of Christmas celebrations in Sweden to weight loss to Chris Watts to politics to football. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and food, of course. A little bit of food. Tomorrow we have food stamps coming, and we also are going to the food pantry tomorrow. So I got to make my list. I started making my list. You guys helped me with it, remember? You started helping me. Embrace Clop. It's the only way. Okay, again, you need to tell me who Clop is. Are you talking about the manager? I don't know this Clop. Why do I have to embrace him? I don't play football. Even your phone thinks about food. That's funny, Ducky. Yeah, they're not really supposed to see the kitties when I tutor because then my company gets on my case about it. And I said right into the camera today when I was tutoring, I said, I know the company gets upset about my cats, but they're independent creatures and I can't stop them from climbing. They're cats. So hopefully the company powers that be heard that loud and clear. Most of my students like cats. But you get your few probably Saudi Arabian guys that have a fit about it and then they go and, report you or whatever. Yeah, I think Grandma Ducky's hungry. She's got to go play catch up with KETCHUP. I did catch that. No pun intended. Yeah, nobody in here wants to talk about politics. Nobody cares about politics or Trump or any of that stuff. Nobody cares. Or in Spanish, if you speak Spanish, no me importa. Not important to me. I think one of my friends used to say, what's that got to do with the price of tea in China? Nobody cares about it, in other words. Okay, Mr. Can't win the league. We don't even know who Klopp really is. He's a good manager. That's about it. That's all we know. That's all we care. Case closed. It's off topic. It has nothing to do with anything. Yes, politics is sleep inducing. Exactly. Nobody gives a rip about Klopp, Trump, presidency, politics. This is not a political room. Go 3 doors down the hall to the left, and I think you'll find where you're looking. You'll find the room you're looking for. Grandma's going to vote for herself. You can. Apparently, you can write your name on the ballot. That's what I was told. Oh, Bobo's sleeping. She's out like a light. Yes, we're glad to have the duck back. True story. I was thinking of that song. Love lift us up where we belong. The duck is back where she belongs, like an eagle high. Da 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 da. The duck is back where she belongs, far from the world below. Actually, far from you to below, up where the clear winds blow. 22 people. Wow. The duck stir. Oh, it's your New Year's duck. What's popular in America? Well, in this section of the YouTube channel, true crime happens to be popular, but in my room, it's not a true crime room. So, pretty much what's popular is what's going on in each person's life. Yeah, I know. Me and my songs. Just being silly. Getting tired. I think that chili kicked my tail. All those beans. Oh, I don't know, Morgan, is it? I just know, what's his face? Joe Cocker sings it. Go mad thinking like what? What are you talking about? I'll go mad thinking like that. Like what? Oh, I care about war too. I don't want any war. Oh, Ducky, did you see my sweater? Did I show it to you yet? Here, I'll give you the full view again. I can barely stand up. I'm so tired. Here's my sweater. Ta-da! My my Christmas after Christmas sweater. You do see snowflakes on it. Yes, there are snowflakes on it. Yes. And a gingerbread and a cup of cocoa and a word that says chillin'. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's comfortable. Nice and warm. Mommy Mars. You're funny. Nobody at our mall says hi anyway. Oh my gosh, really. All right, I'm done with you, Clop. Go clop off somewhere else. You're not making any sense and you're not keeping with the discussion at hand at all. It was a huge waste of conversation typing. show, show you my shirt? I did. See? My shirt. My sweater. No, Clop's out. Clop has left the building. Not making any sense. Not at all. Nothing to do with anything we're talking about. Don't even know who Clop is. Don't really care. Doesn't affect my life one iota. I'm not into sports. Definitely not sports around the world. Mm. His state was just legalized. Oh, oh, I ordered the map on I think eBay. Hill. And I got your message, by the way. And don't worry about it. That's all I can tell you. As they say, ixnay. Clop is just clop, I guess. I don't know what to tell you about it. Don't know anything about anything like that because even talking to my foreign students around the world, I don't even know anything about that. They've never mentioned clop. So, oh, that's too bad, Mommy Mars. So Anne with an E is back on for those of you that watch Anne of Green Gables and Anne with an E. Unfortunately, we don't have Netflix, so we can't watch it. So I'm hoping maybe somebody posts clips of it or something on YouTube. But the good thing is High School Musical, the musical, I think, is back on TV. And they only got like 2 more seasons of it, and then it's done too. So I could I could wear the sweater bicycling. Oh, I love Anne with an E. I really like it. So does Matthew. We love watching it. Yeah, I get you, Grandma, with the lights on it and stuff. Yeah, could wear it as a safety jacket. Little Women. Are they supposed to bring that out again? Because there was a Little Women like years ago that that girl from Girl Interrupted was in. Winona Ryder, I think her name is. Oh, what series are you watching, Hell? Don't tell me you. That's what Amber was watching. She said that the first season, I guess, was okay, but after that, it got really bad. Oh, the new Little Women. Okay. No, I thought you were talking about a different series. There's this one series called You about a stalker, and I don't want to watch it because it looks creepy. I watched just the trailer and it's like, oh, heck no, I'm not watching that. Bonfire of Destiny. Oh, okay. Interesting. No, never seen that. I'm not a huge movie watcher anyway. I'm more of a series watcher. I like the series on TV. One series I need to watch, which I'll probably do in a little while because he's sleeping, is Encore, and it's on. I think it's on Hulu, and it's about all these people that get together from their high school reunion, and they do musicals together. And you know me, I like the musicals, so it's right up my alley. And I've got like I think 4 or 5 to watch yet to catch up. So I might binge watch a little bit tonight, a little bit tomorrow. Oh, okay. Interesting, Hill. 1800s was an interesting era, you know. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. I don't know, Grandma Ducky. I I've never made tapioca pudding, so I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. But let me see. Maybe I can look up some information on that. Ouch. Do you have any almond extract? Apparently you can use that, but you only need half of it. Any flavoring you like can be substituted for vanilla, but you want to use less of it. Or you can use no flavoring, but it might not taste like anything. It says you could also use spices like cinnamon if you don't have flavoring on hand. Maple syrup and tapioca pudding? Ugh. No. Maple syrup is close to Vanilla Hill? Maple's a much stronger scent or taste than vanilla is. Of course, I'm not a maple fan because of my issue with maple syrup. Oh, well, maybe if it cooks out of it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe listen to Hillary. I don't know what I'm talking about. You don't have almond extract, I'm guessing, or any other extract. Try it Hillary's way, see if it works. She might be onto something. Oh, you Google? So did I. I Googled it too. Substituting vanilla extract. Thriftyfun.com, it's called. Why do you feel scared? Foxy Rain 74. What are you scared of? And please don't start with clop either. Start talking about clop. Who I don't even know who clop is. Hope it turns out good for you. Let me know, Grandma Ducky. I might have to make me some tapioca pudding. Actually, it's a person that apparently likes bicycle tricks, I'm guessing. Hmm. What? What are you talking about? Maybe the window behind me, it can appear someone. What do you mean? There's a cat sleeping behind me. This is not a paranormal room either. That's 2 doors down on the right. You missed your room. We don't have any ghosts here or any weird stuff. You have this feeling. Okay. Well, okay, whatever. Have your feeling. Can't tell you what to feel. Nobody's going to appear in my window. Nobody hardly even knows where I live. I think you need to stop watching horror movies or something. Stop watching it if you watch that. Maybe it's planting ideas in your head. I'm not saying you are, but if you are, stop watching it. I don't have a pop socket for my phone. I think I had one at some point. Yeah, I mean, if you're bathing yourself in horror movies and you can't handle it, it might cause you to start being paranoid a little bit. I don't know for sure, Mommy Mars, if you can or not. Good question though. You should be able to reposition it like a couple times at least. What was awful, Hill? How can you improve your English? Watch movies with English subtitles. Record yourself. Listen to yourself. Somewhere I have a little index card where I can tell you exactly how to improve it. Write down new words in a notebook, English words. Choose a topic, find a video on it or a show about it, and take notes. Record yourself speaking out loud in English. Learn idioms and learn a word association about things around your home. So take cards and put them on everything in your home. We used to do this with babies when they were learning to talk. So when you see a chair, get an index card and write in a marker CHAIR, chair. Put it on the chair. Wall, WALL, put it on the wall. That's the best way to learn. Good idea, Hillary. But most of all, Foxy Rain, the easiest way to learn is to use as many of your senses as you can. So see the words, hear the words, see the words, hear the words, say the words, and write the words. So the more of your senses you use, the better. You'll learn it faster that way. Make sure when you read English words, you're reading them out loud. Always. Don't read in your head. You speak 4 languages. I can't even imagine. That's a lot of languages to keep track of. You're what's called a polyglot. Smell the words. I was thinking that, Hillary. I was like, wait a minute. It's not smell, it's not taste. It's going on in my head while you were probably thinking the same thing. No, I meant the other senses. Not your senses per se, but different learning abilities. Something like that. I mean, hey, if you can figure out a way to smell the words, go for that too. Why not? But no, even the test that foreign students need to take, called the IELTS, uses seeing, speaking, hearing, writing, listening, all those different things. I know, no problem. That's true, Grandma Ducky. I know. I enjoyed anatomy a lot in college. That was fun. Oh, I didn't fail Spanish. I love Spanish. Still speak Spanish. I got to speak a lot of Spanish to one of my students today from Spain. That was fun. We got a lot of smart cookies in this room tonight. Very intelligent women. That's good. Well, people, what do you say? Should we shut her down for the night? Our room's kind of dwindling, which means I'm not being terribly interesting right now, which is fine. I'm getting kind of tired. But I shall be back tomorrow evening, most likely, with the next Christmas around the world country. And who knows what tomorrow holds. Yeah, go cuddle with the meow meows. I know, right? All right. Love y'all. God bless you. Thanks for coming in. It was a really good room tonight, as usual. Oh, true, Morgan. It will all come back to you when you're around people speaking it. That's true. Oh, jeez. Be careful, Mommy Mars. All right. Oh, Mommy Mars, before I go, I want to ask you when I need to water my plants again. I watered them like right around Christmas time. When would you suggest? Yeah, it was Sweden, Morgan. You can watch the replay. Okay. See, that's how it was with the other plant, and I did water it, and it died anyway. All right. God bless. We'll be seeing you around. See ya tomorrow. Bye bye.